Alright, thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm sure it was because you all like me and my stream, and not because we're about to see a bunch of anime girls in bikinis. You guys have your priorities straight. I headed off to the pool. My heart's safety was off, and I was going in guns blazing. What an incredible sight to behold. My fantasies shining like a supernova. We're getting debated. This is not going to have anime girls, is it? Oh, it is! It actually is. I thought we were getting tricked. I thought it was one big ruse. Actually, a bit more revealing than the previous ones, too. How, by the way, is he seeing this? How are we peeping on them? Where was there a locker room, even? So this is what Anji was planning, a party for the student council. Anyway, I saw it. I then immediately questioned the morality of my actions. I just have to keep quiet. Keep it inside. Keep it together. Through protagonist vision. It must be. Transfer students reviving the dead. Ottawa. Student council. Nanomachines.
Yeah.
I shouldn't just sit here and complain. There has to be something I can do. I have to find something. Wait, was she inside the dormitory? Is she in her room? She was in her room. Okay. Right, the escorts. They're called escorts. They're only called hookers after they're dead, according to Archer. Ottawa will decide everything from now on. That's why we don't have to worry. Sure. The student council isn't busy right now, so I guess I can hang out. Himiko spent some time teaching me about becoming one with Ottawa or something. Himiko and I grew a little closer today. See, now I'm trying to figure out what are the odds of Angie surviving the chapter, right? Is it too obvious that she would die now because she's causing so much plot development? Or is she really tied into the larger plot and is going to be in this for the long haul? She can have that broom again. Oh, you clearly know it's important for a mage. As thanks, I'll show you some of my magic. Will you, though? Will you? No, freaking why? See, that's aggravating. I don't know why that happened. We didn't go on a real date. Is because it might be because you can't double up on the same item twice? Sucks to waste a free time like that. Do I have something else mage related? I don't think that's it, though. I don't know what else I have that would... Unless it was like a pillow because she likes sleeping. Immortal. Mage. Sugar. Olives look cool. Space food. I don't know if I want to try again. I could save and then... Maybe we'll do that. Wait. Am I going the wrong way? I am. What is it? Do you want to join the student council too? That's a good idea. It'll make Ottawa happy too.
Yeah.
Waver between cheering me up and putting me down. Yeah, that did not work. Alright, let's reload. I'm not gonna do too much, like, save scumming or anything, but I would like to get some idea of why this isn't working. Maybe that is it. I don't know what else I have for her, other than food. Like, some food, I imagine.
Yeah.
No, that's for what's his name. That's this is for a plain person who's always using the word plain, maybe. I don't know. A picture book? I'm surprised we don't have... It doesn't look like we have anything related to magic tricks. Origami. Here, this is fully automated, so you don't have to work hard to use it.
お主
You must have used the Find Himiko a good gift spell. Well done. I don't mind you giving me more stuff from now on. Also did not work. I'm wondering if you just maybe can't do her second date right now for some reason. So, I'm gonna reload again and we're just gonna switch to somebody else. I don't know who we're gonna switch to. Hmm. Should I just run around until I find somebody? Maybe it's easier to just go like this. Find the nearest person. Who is that? Oh, it's Maki. She probably is not going to accept a date, is she? Also, I don't know whether to give her childcare things or not. If people see you talking to me, they'll mistake you as a friend of an assassin. And you're still fine with that? If you're putting up a front, then you'll get hurt later. I spent some time with Maki. Is she gonna want the sword? Probably? Maybe? What else would someone who's an assassin... A disguise? I think a lot of these may be kind of arbitrary, too. I don't know that there's really a whole lot of sense make in which things are good for which people. Maki, please. Sorry, but I don't need this. I didn't even think you could fail a first date. First dates are always supposed to work, if we're going by old Danganronpa rules. Alright, this is the last time I am loading. Even if I fail, I can't keep going like this. So she really didn't like the weapon. Or maybe she's just undateable. But that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, we'll try her again. Something innocuous. Tissue. I really did not think... I thought that no matter what you gave as the first present, that it was always enough to meet the threshold for getting the first date. Shows how much I know. she actually want this? We're gonna pretend that we're gonna keep up that facade that she's the ultimate caregiver. Are we? Or do we just give her some food? No, the food seems special. All of the foods are special. They're not like foods. This is something you should give to a child. You shouldn't give this to someone my age. Well, when we get out of here, I'll give it to the kids. That's why you gave it to me, right? That's strangely specific. I don't know what to make of this. Hey, Maki, you're an assassin, correct? Okay, so this is also, I guess, kind of confirming that you probably don't have the opportunity to date her before the reveal, because, like, it's kind of like with Fuyuhiko. I don't think you had the opportunity to date him before he turned into a nice guy. I already said that several times. Detectives really are more skeptical than necessary. Oh, well, that's part of my job. Anyway, I was wondering how you did your work. I've never heard of assassins working together, but she couldn't be working alone. Why not? Wouldn't assassination organizations disband after they become known? That is true. If you want to know about my job, then I don't mind talking about it. It won't be a problem. Maki's voice was confident, but she swiftly averted her gaze. Have you heard of the Holy Salvation Society? No, that's the first I've heard of it. Of course, a normal person would have no affiliation to any cults. A cult? What does this have to do with your assassinations, though? That's the assassination organization I belong to. Well, now they're gonna have to disband. Good job, Maki. You belong to a cult? Even though you're a detective, you're pretty slow. It's a new cult. From behind the scenes, it trains assassins. That sounds made up. It's real. The founder is the boss of the organization, and all staff are a part of it. The clients ask for consultation, and the fee is a donation. That's how it's set up. The other believers don't matter. They're there for the founder. I'm not sure of the details. I can't believe it. A cult like that exists in our country? Well, it's fine. They disguise it so those things aren't revealed to the public. When you hear about a cult, it makes you want to stay away, right? Well, yes, it does give off that impression. Being shady like that is just a cover-up for illegal things like assassinations. As a society, the cult is pretty normal, and it hasn't caused any trouble either. The boss and the staff don't actually believe in their god, but they haven't been punished for their sins. God really doesn't exist in this world. Her tone was very edgy. She sounded as if she's just accepted that's the way things are. Then I assume you're a devotee in this cult? Of course not. It may seem that way since I'm affiliated with the cult, but... Wait, can't you figure that out without thinking? Are you sure you're a detective? That's true, I suppose. She couldn't... that's true. I suppose she couldn't be. There are several assassins besides me, but no one is devout. We don't really get along with each other anyway, so I wouldn't know. So you don't share that kind of information with each other? Of course not. When the time comes, assassins will be cut and disposed of. Her tone hadn't changed. She's just accepted it. What did I say to put her into that state of mind? Bling. So that's maybe I'm just mistaken. Like, it's weird that you can give her the childcare thing. She's like, oh yes, I'll give it to the children, and yet the first date is talking about her being an assassin, so it seems like you could, although I shouldn't forget, chapter 1 is different, right? Kaede has her own date script of some kind. So it's probably only chapter 2 that he can't date her. So why does she accept the child? The coloring book. So confusing. Doesn't matter. Oh, Monotaro is out cold from being punched by Monodama's punishment. So we'll be taking a break from making announcements. While Monodama and I are on break, we'll leave the rest to Daddy. He's so traumatized. That announcement didn't mention it, but I suppose it's nighttime. Time to train. But is Kaito okay? And now the doorbell won't stop ringing. I suppose he's doing just fine. With the doorbell still ringing, I made my way to the door and opened it to find... Huh? Maki? Kaito's resting. He says he's not feeling well, and that we should train without him. Suspicious? Just the two of us? It's pretty thoughtless of him to bug me to train with you guys, then flake out. Well, he did say he wasn't feeling well. Why are you making excuses for him? No, I guess you're right. Let's just get this over with. I didn't come here to make small talk with you. I came here to do push-ups. So we're really going to do this, training, just the two of us. And that's how Maki and I ended up training together.
Nani?
あんた、なんでトレーニングしてるの？探偵にこんなトレーニングが必要とは思えないけど。
それはもちろんそうなんだけど、ただ必要か必要じゃないかだけで考えてても仕方がないのかなって。なんとなく桃太くんを見てたらそんな風に思ったんだ。
あんたってあのバカに憧れてるの？
憧れっていうのとはちょっと違うかもしれないけど、ただあそこまでがむしゃらな人って今まで僕の周りにいなかったし、もしかしたら僕に足りないのってそういうところなのかもって。
男が男を語るのって思った以上に気持ち悪いんだね。
Maki sprang up and said,
ねえ。
100. I'm done. Maki seemed nonchalant as she brushed off her hands. You're really fast, as usual.
別に。
I used to be forced to do push-ups until I passed out. 100 push-ups is nothing. What? About Kaito, I sort of understand what you mean.
そうだね。
But I'm a bit jealous of how carefree he is, even if he is useless. I was taught to only value the essentials. I was forced to abandon anything non-essential so they could mold me as they saw fit.
あのさ。
After everything they did to me, I sometimes wonder what I am anymore. I didn't ask to become this way, it just happened to me. After what I've been through, am I still human? Even Kibo acts more human than me.
だって。
But I had no choice but to.
バカバカしい。
What am I talking to you about this? You can't help me.
でも、
But I'm kind of the same way.
まあ。
I never once wanted to be a detective. I actually thought it wasn't too great a job. Uncovering people's secrets for money, it's the worst. But now, I feel completely different. If it's going to help my friends, I'll do it. And it's Kaede and Kaito that have helped me see things that way.
別に。
I didn't ask to hear your story. Maki's face remained totally unfazed as she turned and walked away.
春川さん。
See you tomorrow, Maki. She didn't reply and kept walking.
Yosh.
Alright then. I'm still a little worried about Kaito. He seemed off since this morning. I hope that it's nothing serious. Like murder? Welcome back, Maki. You finally came. Are we gonna have some weird shit happen? Are like 8 people going to die? Like they're gonna drink the Kool-Aid? Is that how we're getting out of this? Are we not like just going to lose 2 or 3 people a chapter until chapter 5 or 6? You know, Maki, it's not okay to walk around at nighttime.
Nande?
Why? I'm not violating any school regulations, am I? Monokuma's regulations don't matter. But Kirumi's crime happened during nighttime, right? If no one was allowed to walk around at nighttime, that case wouldn't have happened. So that's why the student council is trying to limit all nighttime activity. Limit. So basically you want to take our freedoms. Is that it? You're so odd, Maki. What's more important, freedom or a person's life? I don't know. Why don't you ask a New Hampshire Rian? Or Vermont. Whichever. I get them mixed up. We need to remove all worry and doubt so everyone can have a peaceful life here. Because that's what Ottawa says. That's what Ottawa says. Ottawa says. People are afraid of you, Maki, so we'd prefer it if you were more careful. It's for the peace of the academy. This could turn out, like, super weird. He said just before Terminator Bear showed up on the screen. What is the point of human life? They're born as useless babies who can't do anything, and 70 years later they're useless old people who can't do anything. Hairless, toothless, wearing diapers, unable to take care of themselves. In the end, it's all so meaningless. God! So that's the morning announcement, is it? It was a little creepy. I don't like this at all. I suppose I'll go to the dining hall. See, right? Remember, one of the things that I predicted pretty early on is that because they threw in that extra rule that said when there's only 2 people left, the killing game is over. The fact that that was mentioned as a rule and then repeated says to me that we're going to get down to 2 people. Maybe. That might happen just at the very end, something crazy happens, or it might happen in the mid, like to surprise us. Like I said, right now we might lose like 8 people. We'll see. Good morning, Shuichi. Good morning. Are you headed to the dining hall? Same here. I'm too hungry to do anything. But now I'm sad. With Kirumi dead, we can't eat her delicious meals anymore. I'd give anything to taste Mom's miso soup again. Kirumi's not your mother, though. Yeah? You think I don't know that?
Yes.
Well, see you later. Let's just go. So if we're following the usual formula, someone should be murdered tomorrow. Or overnight tonight. The moment I entered the dining hall, I heard an angry shout fill the room. Quit messing around. Don't just do whatever you want. But I have Atua's blessing. Yeah, we have Atua's blessing, and I'll throw any degenerate who won't shut up about it. I know you claim to be the student council or some such, but this is going too far, yes?
Yeah.
As we've said before, this is all to end the killing game and keep the peace. What? What is going on? A civil war, that's what. And he's Iron Man. Kaito, what's wrong? What are you fighting about? These guys did something unbelievable. They blocked the manhole that leads to the underground. The manhole? Going to put heavy rocks on top of manhole so no one can use it anymore. Was that an option? Could I have gone back there and kept trying that minigame to escape?
うちの魔法で
I could have handled it with my magic, but I decided to let Gonta handle it this time. Why would you do that?
だって
Because the manhole is a reminder of our desire to leave this place. We don't want another tragedy to happen again, like what happened to Kaede.
いいですか
You said it, Angie. We need to forget all about that underground tunnel and start fresh. Damn it, she just does whatever she wants without even asking our opinion.
確かに
It certainly is important to hear everyone's opinion, but if we did, nothing would get done.
そうだよ
That's why we just decided to obey the student council president. If it's Angie, she'll make the right decision. She can hear Atua after all.
ああ
Man, she's a lost cause. Plain Jane's like her are total rubes when it comes to cults.
ありがと
Tsumugi, thank you for your fantastic speech. I was truly moved by it.
う
It's the brainwashing hug again.
いつも地味にアンジーを支えてくれてありがとうねあなたの地味な活躍は神様が地味に見てるよえ黒髪赤目の神様がうん黒髪で赤目の神様だよ黒髪赤目尊いよ黒髪赤目のキャラはすべからく尊いよ
This plot has taken a weird turn.
私も早く会えるように
And
な
I
りたい
mean,
な神降臨のタイムスケジュールが知りたいな
did she say time scheduled? What she just said, I want to meet him as soon as possible. This also, like, are they foreshadowing a drink the Kool-Aid moment where they're all going to commit suicide so that they can be with Atua? I'm really leaning towards that now.
もうすぐいつでも感じられるようになるよ
Hey, Kelohanka. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, this is, like, more than the other two games, this plot is taking a weird turn. I was not expecting this. I mean, the other ones did too, but usually they saved it for the end. This is a weird thing to happen in Chapter 3, which is supposed to be when you're, like, just sticking to the meta of the game. Cults like these can be really annoying if you get on their bad side.
でも
But why are you guys so mad about the manhole being covered?
本当は
Is it because you guys want to use it to escape? You still haven't given up on leaving here?
話す
You haven't given up? You haven't given up? What the hell's wrong with you guys?
なるほど。
The student council cannot ignore that. It seems we must tighten our control.
なんだよ
Titan. Are you calling me Louche?
そういえば
You were in the computer room past midnight yesterday, weren't you, Miyu? So what if I was?
そういえば
So was Maki. She didn't go back to her room until way past nighttime.
Ne.
Shuichi, you too, right? Yeah.
ええ
Jeez, this isn't good. If your life is in disarray, your mind and body will be too.
神様も言ってるよ
Atawa is right. We must forbid everyone but the student council from walking at nighttime. What?
やめろよ
What? What I do and where I do it is none of your fucking business.
うんうん
Just the twist, yeah, the twist in chapter 1 even. That was... I thought it was cheap at first, but I kind of appreciate it. Like... It's a little cheap to go, oh, the character you were controlling was doing things that you didn't intend or even see. But it does kind of set it up as a, like, trust no one. You have no idea what's going to happen. So that even when they have a normal case, you're on the lookout for, like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna turn out we're all squid people? Is Dr. Manhattan gonna teleport an octopus in the middle of New York? I have no idea what's gonna happen. No, as long as everyone still wants to leave, that is not acceptable. Why is the student council exempt from your rules? That is blatantly unfair. Yes?
えっとね
I'm not worried about the student council. They don't want to leave anymore.
うーん
That's right. Why would we need to go outside anyway? Here we have food, clothing, shelter, wonderful friends, and best of all,
I
Atua.
can't do it if you're watching. If
There's
you
blind umpire.
just turn around. All right. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
Welcome back.
でしょ
We were just talking about what a creepy turn this plot has taken. That I was, as the chapter was beginning and was kind of developing, I was like, you know, I bet next chapter it's gonna turn into a big thing where like Anji and all of her little followers are gonna be like, one of them it's gonna blow up and one of them's gonna get murdered or be a murderer. And now I'm like, no, they can't wait a chapter. This is the entire plot of the game now, is the fact that there is a student council that is, like, cracking down on everyone else, and that it's about to get violent, clearly. What else do you need? It's not good to be greedy, you know? Everyone in the student council is so divine. Don't be stupid. Are you telling me to just stay here and do nothing? Like hell I will. I haven't even gone to space yet. He makes a good point. He hasn't been to space yet. Teleporting an octopus in the middle of New York. Yeah, you didn't see, well, actually, no, wait. Even if you saw Watchmen, that wouldn't count. You would need to read the comic. In the comic version, or graphic novel of Watchmen, it's not that a blue nuclear blast goes in New York. It's that an evil, like, telepathic squid monster shows up. Are you all fighting? I don't think so. I think that maybe they're not actually fighting.
そうよ
Yeah, and even if they were fighting, it looks like a friendly one. What are you here for? We're busy now. We want you to get even closer with each other. So we brought this. A flashback light?
なるほど
It's part of our use the flashback light to restore a new memory and become better friends by talking about it with each other plan. Wow, I've suffered way too many blows to the head to remember a plan named that long.
おお
Let me see that. Oh, is she gonna break it? She's gonna break it. Suddenly, Anji grabbed the flashback light from his hands and... Oh, man. I mean, we've had people that we really like Byakuya in the first game seemed like a serious antagonist. Seemed like he was out to get everybody killed, right? Second game, Nagito kind of filled that role too. Like, I'm a total wild card. Anytime you don't know where I am, you can trust that I'm doing something that is going to get people killed. That's kind of what she is here. She's the clear non-cooperative person, which probably again means that she's not going to actually die this chapter. She's going to stick around. She threw it on the ground and stomped on it relentlessly. It's still an upskirt. It still counts. Use your imagination.
これも生徒会で決めたんだけど、思い出しライトはもう使わないことにしたんだ。
What is it? An omoidashi? Omoidashi light?
なんで？
だってこのライトで思い出すのって結局外の世界のことだけでしょ。
Oh, alright. I'll see you later, Ludo.
そんなのアンジーたちにはもう必要ないからね。だってみんなにとっての世界はもう外の世界のことじゃなくてこの最終学園のことだからね。
Oh no, if you don't use the flashback light, our plan is a bust. What are we gonna do, Monodam? Shouldn't she be executed for, like, destroying school property? Hey, he ran away. Hey, Monodam, wait. Bye, Kuma. Bayonara.
ちょっと
Angie, what are you doing? We could have remembered something about the funeral or the ultimate hunt.
違うよ。
There's no reason to remember all that. We're not returning to the outside world.
そうだよ。
Yeah, it's pointless now.
ふざけやがって。
Why, you've gone way too far. Even if you want to stop the killing game, you're going way too far.
ごめんね。
Sorry, but you should take that up with Atua.
あ
Geez, I don't think you're scary at all. You're sorry. I don't think you're sorry at all. So, do you have a plan for the you-know-what?
ああ。
Oh, you mean the resurrection ritual? Oh, we have a plan for that. What?
あやっぱり
What are you planning?
だって
Just a necessary precaution. The more friends we have, the more fulfilling our lives will be. A necessary precaution?
と。
What if we get another time limit motive, like the one that got Rantaro killed?
そうだ。
Shouldn't we have a sacrifice prepared just in case?
えっと
You mean, if someone has to die, we should volunteer someone we resurrected?
何なの？
You're going to resurrect someone just to kill them all over again. It's like I said, easy XP. It's practically an exploit. You have some cruel plans for someone who wants to stop the killing game.
ね。
Life cannot always be fun and smiles. Atua must make difficult, even cruel decisions.
でも。
But, we must submit to Atua's will if we're to live a peaceful school life. Atua's will is absolute. If Atua says so, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's just like Atua says.
なんだよ。
Are you serious about this? Did you forget that thing's a motive for the killing game? Kaito, what's going on with you? You're looking worse and worse.
そうそう。
That motive is of no concern to us, as long as you cast aside your desire to escape.
あのさ
By the way, who are you going to resurrect?
な
What kind of stupid question is that?
と。
After discussing the matter with Atua, the transfer student we will revive is...
神様も
I told you.
来るよ。
I knew it. A Junko and Oshima vibe from her? I don't know. Not in the personality changing sense. Definitely in the, like, brainwashing sense. Junko got tons of people to, like, switch over to her way of thinking. Alright. Rantaro?
だって。
Well, we simply cannot resurrect convicted murderers, such as Kaede and Kirume. nor criminals like Ryoma who violated the rule against sharing one's motive video, which leaves Rantaro as the only one who'd be of use to the student council. True, Rantaro was the only one who knew about the ultimate hunt. They're going to bring him back? Hey, I have a question. This might sound a little weird, but does the term ultimate hunt ring a bell for anyone? This will be interesting, and this is such a cool way of them going, hey, there's a guy with question marks, he's probably gonna live. Psych, he was the first one dead. And I'm like, but how do we find out what the question marks were? And this is how. Maybe, or maybe it's not. Maybe he really doesn't come back. Maybe we stop them from doing the ritual. No, this is impossible. It's not going to happen. He's dead. Kaede killed him. Oh my, it's already so late. I need to get going now. I must pray to Atua and begin preparations for the ritual. You're right. It's time to pray to handsome Atua. Well then, let's go. Sayonara. Another Finn. Is Kelohonka a Finnish name? Maybe? I would have no idea. Did the girl you started out as gone? Nah. I mean, it was necessary for them to, in order to do the protagonist's shuffle, they had to kill her. With Angie leading them, the student council strolled out of the room. She acts like she's carrying out Atua's will, but this is her will, isn't it? Even so, we cannot defy her right now. Extreme faith is frightening indeed. Then it's an all-out war against the student council. 6 versus 6. We can win this. Also, we have the assassin on our side. Let's have her kill them nice and quick. No, we have to resolve this peacefully. Sure, that'd be great, but I don't hear anyone coming up with a plan to end this peacefully. What about you, Kaito? You've been quiet this whole time. I bet you have some great ideas. He is in bad shape. Huh? You say something? Uh-oh, someone was zoning out. Kaito, something doesn't seem right. What's your deal? Kaito, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay? Oh, yeah. I'm fine with you hanging out and lurking, but if you do need to sleep, please get some sleep. Oh, it's nothing. I just feel a chill is all. If I rub some spit on it, it'll feel better.
Huh?
Rub spit on what exactly? Anyway, there's no such thing as resurrecting the dead. There's no way. It's just not possible. Damn it, no. I can't stop these chills. Huh? Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm gonna go back to my room. He's got the despair disease. He's gonna start remembering things. Kaito left on unsteady feet to go back to his room. What was that about? Is he getting sick? We were just talking about all that occult stuff. Maybe he's possessed. I'm starting to worry about that guy. You seem to be enjoying this. The rest of us left the dining hall and went back to our rooms. Ugh. Angie told us to give up, but I have no intention of doing so. My goal is the same as Kaide's, get out of here with everyone. And that means I need to do something.